Just going to go through what the details we have, and this is of course in connection with a bomb blast. First of all, this is the car we are talking about. This is the car which triggered off that blast. The car I-20 changed 4 hands since 2014 March. Salman was the person who had bought the car in 2014, 18 March, and it was passed down multiple times. A Faridabad car dealer was found involved in selling this vehicle. The car ownership, however, wasn't changed. The transfers were done in an illegal manner. The car was roaming in the North Delhi area since early afternoon. It was spotted roughly around 1 p.m. in this particular area where the blast took place. More than 50 CCTVs have captured the car footages so far. Remember, all the CCTV footages in and around the area where it's a Red Fort metro area, and tracking the car's travel around the city are also being traced as a part of the investigation. All the CCTV footages have been recovered from Kashmiri Gate, Daryaganj, Sunheri Masjid, as well as the Red Fort area. This entire route of the car is being established. These are the exclusive details which are brought to us by Ankur Sharma. Ankur is getting us all those details. Ankur, how critical will it then become in establishing where the car was brought from, who were the people who were involved? But the big point which you also raised is that it was all illegal transfers which were taking place.
Yes, Pallavi, certainly. So, approximately 4 transfers were taken place. Starting from 2014, the first and original owner was Salman, and he transferred the car to one Devender, and Devender further transferred it to Sonu. This was they sold the car. They didn't transfer the vehicle, the ownership, and finally the Sonu sold this car to Tariq, the Pulwama guy. So according to the sources, they have narrowed down a big area, and multiple CCTVs have been identified, and the footage have been under examination, and approximately more than 50 CCTV footages have captured the footage of the car, which is I-20. And if I also show you the location where exactly the blast has happened yesterday. So if I tell you that this is the most crowded area of Delhi, this is Old Delhi, and that gate which behind the barricade, that is the main gate of Chandni Chowk. Everybody enters from there. There are primarily 2 entries only. One, this is the main entry, and this blast has happened just close to 200 meters away from this entry point. And if I tell you, this Chandni Chowk area, the Old Delhi area, is famous for wedding shopping. You can buy lights, wedding dresses, as well as the jewelry also. So since the wedding season was on, there was very high footfall at the time when blast took place. And you can see this is Gauri Shankar Mandir, which is also very famous, and this was very close to the site. And if I request my VJ to show you the other side of the road, this is Red Fort. You can see the Red Fort very clearly. This is basically the high security area. Nobody is allowed to move randomly, and this road which you are seeing is directly connect to the Jama Masjid and further goes to ITO. So this is basically the area where the blast has taken place. So certainly this was expected that they strategically, if the accused strategically choose this area and planted the bomb, and the CCTV footages clearly captured the accused who was driving the car at the time of just before few hours. In fact, sources told us that around 1 p.m. the accused, the I-20 car was roaming around the area within the 4-5 kilometers. It went to Kashmiri Gate. It was noticed Sunheri Masjid, and later reached to the Daryaganj, and then finally reached to the destination of the blast spot.
Yes, so Ankur, very interesting details you're getting for us. Very interesting details you're getting for us. And I like that point that you made, that it was very carefully chosen venue as far as to trigger off that blast is concerned. I mean, the rider over here, the investigation is still going on, Ankur. But a car traveling, I presume, to many more parts of the national capital, you're going to retrace that for us. And then comes to a crowded area, you're right, it's a tourist season. Lots of foreigners also, I'm presuming. It's also wedding season, so lots of shoppers, crowded areas, business establishment, the hub of Delhi business, as we all know, the Chandni Chowk area. Is this also what is being investigated? Red Fort is an area which is the citadel of, Delhi, that is called. But more than that, the choice of the Red Fort area, what are your MHA sources telling you? What could be the reason? The specific reason, was it a very well thought out plan, and is that what is also part of the probe?
So Pallavi, what agency sources, be it intelligence agencies or investigation, local police is doing the investigation currently now, it is likely that NIA will be taking over the case. But according to the sources, this is certainly the hypersensitive area. Earlier also, Red Fort has seen a blast in previous years also. So certainly this specific location was chosen by them to definitely to amplify the number of casualties. Also, it is expected that agencies are also examining whether they visited this place earlier also or not, or is there any link between them or there any local person who actually helped them or to whom they meet. There were approximately 3 persons who were in the car, and only the driver who was driving the car was traced and also captured in a CCTV footage. We have also shared the CCTV footage, the photo of the accused. So he was crossing a toll. So basically it is not a toll, it is a parking entry point. So he is taking the parking slip. So according to the sources, multiple locations have been narrowed down, and this is the primary job of early investigation, that what route he exactly took and by when he reached there, and he did a Reiki, or is there any link, any related aspect related to the main accused. And also the Salman who bought this car, primarily he was the first owner. He was apparently detained by the Gurgaon police. So certainly he will brief certain facts and which will help the investigation further. This is very early initial details which we are gathering from different sources. So certainly the time will the more after 3-4 days, 4-5 days, the investigation will get cleared.
Yes, Ankur, absolutely. But thank you very much for those details. Those are those exclusive details which are being got by my colleague Ankur. Arunima is also there at the Red Fort. Arunima, Ankur made this point about we are going to take some time. Investigations are also going to focus about the journey of this car. This vehicle, I guess, is going to become the key point of investigation. The vehicle or the car, the journey. Pulwama to Gurugram to Red Fort and all these areas. What are you picking up from your agency sources? Is there a pattern? Is there a well thought out? Obviously, there's a well thought out plan.
Obviously, the pattern that they're working on connects Jammu and Kashmir to Faridabad to Delhi. Even though officially no linkages has been drawn, but it's very obvious that this blast has happened at a time when Jammu and Kashmir police in collaboration with the Haryana police was probing a terror conspiracy. Ammonium nitrate is one common feature. Seizure of that car which is captured on CCTV, and then Pulwama. If you recall, when the CRPF convoy was attacked, a similar car was in the picture, similarly packed with explosives. So there are some commonalities there. The way that conspiracy was chalked out, it looked like that this particular Red Fort blast also has a number of common threads, and therefore police investigation here in Delhi is tying up with investigators there in Kashmir to track down who Tariq is. It is being suspected that the man who has been caught on CCTV, seen driving that vehicle, it is suspected that it is Tariq. And investigators are currently focusing on his antecedents. The Pulwama connection is being checked at the moment. The final ownership of the car, how the car was transferred, because again, to take you back to Pulwama, very similar. There also, the vehicle had exchanged multiple hands before it came to the hands of the Pulwama conspirators, similarly packed with explosives. The only difference here is that no indication has been given to us so far, after scanning the grounds around here to look for a timer device or to look for pellets, because usually when IEDs are packed and you want to kill and maim people, you rely on pellets, and that white screen that Rajesh Bhardwaj is showing you, behind that forensic teams are hard at work. So was this meant to, kill at the site right there? Incendiary device is what police is also looking at, because the way the explosion happened, the vehicle exploded and it set a chain of reaction where the other vehicles around, including autos, e-rickshaws, cars, they all caught fire. And one of the videos that have been shared by the Chandni Chowk Traders Association, which shows a body lying on the bonnet of a car, and there's another body lying there. An eyewitness account also suggests that the body parts were just flung everywhere. So that is also a crucial piece of evidence on which the investigators on ground are working to find out what was this kind of ID that was used, how was it packed together, and from where did it really come to this Red Fort area.
All right, yes, the car, Tariq, was he the only one? Were there a lot of people who were involved? That's all going to be a part of that investigation. My colleagues continue. We have to remember the biggest battery of reporters on the field relentlessly since late last evening, once this entire story of the blast at the Red Fort metro station broke out. We are going to be back, but news continues over here on CNN News 18.